everybody, welcome to your September 2022 tarot reading. Okay, I'm just getting all my stuff organized. I'm obviously not organized. Okay. These are the decks I will be using. Cosmic Tarot, this is my go-to deck. I'll be pulling from that first, and then I am going to be using Everyday Tarot. This is Everyday Tarot. Each deck has slightly different information. That's why I use more than one deck. This is Mermaids and Dolphins, and it's a really nice deck. So let's get started. Okay, September. Okay. Wow. Okay, it's not like bad like the other months. I'm just saying it's not bad. It's just a little bit unpredictable, but victorious overall. Okay, Six of Wands. This is a victory card. This means like you've been doing really well, victorious with everything that you've been doing, whatever you've been studying, whatever job you've been trying to get. It has to do with also having a lot of energy while you work, or while you have achieved your goals. It's given you a lot of energy. So we have a lion here. This guy has a staff. Okay, you can tell he's like it's like a victory pose. Okay, that's really great. I'm going to take a photo of this now. Okay, so Six of Wands is a really good card. Now we have the Nine of Cups, but it's in the past. So Nine of Cups is like money can buy you happiness, and it also has to do with a couple here. So traditionally this card doesn't necessarily mean a couple, but it does mean happiness. So maybe you were in a couple recently, or in a relationship, or you got into a relationship last month. You're no longer in one now. Could be something like this. Unfortunately, this isn't the best card to have in your past, because that means it's not ahead of you unless you've saved all this money. So hopefully you've been saving this money that you have earned recently, and it's a very romantic, idealistic card. It's very blissful, and that's the issue, is that the bliss is in the past. So hopefully you know how to mentally harness that and then bring it forward into this month. It could be early on in the month, or it could have been like last month, but either way, it's the recent past. So in the near future, we have the Five of Pentacles, which means earthly troubles. This could mean debt, or it could mean you're not managing your money properly. See how this card looks? It's kind of dismal. So it's important to really examine your relationship with money as this month progresses. Money is it's an energy frequency like any other type of energy. So you want to work on your relationship with money, and I always recommend things like doing abundance meditations, and you know, if you have a financial advisor or somebody like that, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in debt, but it just means that you're not going to be doing well. And then 5 also means change. It is implying some sort of negative change involving money. In the hidden position, we have death. Death is endings and beginnings, but even more than that, death means something unexpected. And this is something that I always tell my clients. It's like buying a car. If you're in the negotiation process and you give a lowball offer for a car and not expect that offer to be accepted, but it is. So it generally means that what's going to end up happening for you is better than what you expected or anticipated. So tarot was created in the 1400s. There was a lot of scary imagery used at the time, and this is a good example of the scary imagery used. Like, even though it means expect the unexpected, we still have this like skeleton Grim Reaper character that's always on these cards. So people are naturally very afraid, and some people don't even say the death card. They'll say like Arcanum 13. Anyways, that's in the hidden position. So you have unexpected things happening in the hidden position. So maybe you're like not aware, or you know things are happening that you don't expect, but you're refusing to look at them. So in the future, we have, the tendencies of development for September, we have the devil. So what does the devil mean? The devil can mean lust. It can mean overindulgence. So in this case, don't be wasting all your money on scandalous things, because this is kind of what this implies, because the devil card can mean scandal, and it means scandal in a way. It can mean a money scandal as well. It can mean money laundering. It can mean just spending money on things that are taboo or that you shouldn't be doing. So it can also mean if you have an addictive personality or any sort of addictions that come up. Maybe you're doing really well this month, but let's say that if you get stressed because of money, what if you have a tendency to overeat or overindulge in negative thoughts or something like this, some sort of overindulgence, some sort of addictions coming to the forefront. So it seems like a really interesting month, this September. I'm gonna go ahead and go to our next cards here. I'm gonna go to the Everyday Tarot and do the next spreads. All right, interesting. We have two guys here. I mean, really, we could even have as much up to 4 people, but we do have some sort of recuperating all this money at the end of the month, because we have an Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture. Right, so September, the main card for September is going to be the 3 of Wands. And this has to do sort of with self-discovery, kind of being the center of your own world, putting yourself first all the time, doing things that are right for you. And it can also mean like getting out of your comfort zone, but you're still the center of your world. You're really putting yourself first here for September, which is great, because I see here that we have a young man. We have 2 swords guys around you, which is, in my opinion, not the best, because swords people, except if it's the king, tend to be a little bit manipulative, and immature unless it's the king. So Page of Swords was in your recent past. It's kind of good to get this guy or gal out of the way. This pages can be females, and in the Cosmic Tarot deck, it would be the Princess of Swords. And this younger one, I mean, it seems like they needed more of your help in the past, or else you were involved with them in the past. They just didn't know what they wanted. They might have been intellectual, they might have been book smart, but they're not really clear on their goals or how to achieve them. And because of the lack of self-confidence, they kind of make a lot of drama around them. And the same thing is true of the Knight of Swords, but he's a little bit more immature, and he is in your hidden position now. So maybe this page has grown up a little bit to become the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is not as bad as the Prince of Swords. He can be chivalrous, but he's definitely like on the forefront of thought. He's a very intuitive individual. Like I said, he is chivalrous, he is brave, he has a sword here, so he is a warrior. He is on the forefront of thought, thinking, is able to predict the future, or has, I should say, good foresight. That's what I should say. So there's a chance that this page grew into this swords, and then since you are no longer around them, they kind of linger in the background. You don't really want to see what they're doing, which is fine, because I think that the swords guy or gal is in your past for a reason, okay? It's a part of the growth process. Now, for you, being 3 of Wands, this house has to do with finding your inner strength and self-realization, stuff like this. You're becoming more spiritual throughout the month, and realizing more and more of your spiritual potential, your role in the world, your higher purpose, things that you want to do, like if you want to teach people, if you want to work towards world peace or things like this, or anything that is coming into your interest, or your world like coming to you that has to do with off-world things. So like world peace, planetary peace, like universal peace, or teaching about these things, or just knowing what your higher purpose is and being inspired by the beauty. Very much a spiritual card, and it can also mean like off-world themes for you as well. So we're looking at a month that's kind of bringing, even though you've already had some, or will have some potential like things about debt or worldly troubles, we are also looking at the spiritual aspects of yourself. So you're going to be diving into yourself internally in a spiritual way. And thank goodness we have the Ace of Pentacles, because if you thought you're going to be in debt, or if any of that earthly troubles in the form of finances should come to pass in September, this is an opportunity coming up, or many opportunities coming up at the end of September or into the month after September, which is October. And this has to do with more and more money coming in, the pure potentiality of making more money. This could be other forms of wealth besides money. It can be real estate. It can be giving you a lot, getting free food, getting free things, but it counts for wealth and inheritance. It can be job opportunities, like multiple job opportunities that just kind of land on your lap. Could be your connections, but either way, financial opportunities are coming for you, even though, I'll get the card here. Yes, even though the Cosmic Tarot said this. So it's about growth and it's about money, not so much heartbreak. I also want to say for this Devil card here, that most people, when I pull this card for them, they know what it is. They know what their addiction is. They know where their vices lie. So hopefully whoever's watching this, you kind of already know, like if you have a problem with overeating when you get stressed, or if you have a problem with drugs if you get stressed, or if you have a problem with overindulgent worrying when you get stressed. Like usually when I get this card for clients, they kind of already know. And this is the gift of tarot, is that it's kind of like helping us by seeing things before they happen, so that when any sort of stress or something comes up, then we know, oh, am I gonna like lean towards or like gravitate towards an unhealthy coping mechanism like addiction. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a summary card. All right, worthiness. Okay, so the finance cards, they kind of relate to this. Like, how much do you think you're worth? Like, where is your worth in the world? How much are you worth financially? So know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. And so one way of reading this would be, know that you deserve to receive money and abundance in all ways. So once again, we have this worry card. I mean, earthly worries, earthly troubles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like your money situation is going to bounce around. I'll take a picture of this worthiness card, but that's pretty much your reading. I'm glad that all the chaos and the muck of the last few months is not indicated at all in this particular reading. And I'm going to take a picture, like I said, and have a really great September 2022. All right, I'll be back with another reading soon. Bye-bye.